Hello everyone, this is grade 3, module 7, lesson 12 homework. The directions for one say, measure and label the side lengths of the shapes below in centimeters, then find the perimeter of each shape. So the first thing I have to do is take my ruler here and I'm going to measure. And I'm using the centimeter side, and it looks like it's about 3 centimeters for this side. So I'm going to mark that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to set it up right. So then I can measure this part. I see that's about 4 centimeters. So I'm going to write that in. And then lastly, I got to try to measure the diagonal piece here. And I got to flip it this direction to do it. And it's about 5. So I'll write 5 centimeters in. And I know what I have to do for the perimeter is I have to add all of these up. So I have 4 centimeters, 5, and 3. And I'll add 4 plus 5 to get 9. And then 9 plus 3 to get 12. And again, it's centimeters, not centimeters squared. That's area. So we're working with perimeter here. Let's take a look over at the next one, which is B. And what I'm going to do is get this ruler back to where it was. And we can start measuring here. So I got to slide this over. And showing just about 6 I'm going to go with. So I'll write my 6 centimeters in there. And then I'm going to pull my, and if I know that that one is 6 centimeters, then I know this one is because the opposite sides are going to be equal. So what I'll do now is I'm going to rotate my ruler so I can measure this direction. I'll slide it up, and mine aren't exact, but it looks like it's about 4. So I'll do 4 centimeters, and I know if one side is 4, then the other side is 4. So now I can do my addition here, and I have 6 plus 4 plus 6 plus 4, or any order you have, but you're going to have 2 6s and 2 4s. And I know 6 plus 4 is 10, 6 plus 4 is 10. So I really have 10 plus 10, which is 20. And again, my units are centimeters. So we'll slide down. You can do C and D, and I'll do some measuring here for E just to start. But then I'm just going to fill in the measurements because this ruler is going to probably get in my way. So my first measurement for E is I have 3 centimeters here, which really means if I slide this over and check, that's 3. So I'm going to write that in. And then, since the ruler is already upright, it looks like this inside one is 2. And so is this inside one. And now what I'll do is I'm going to rotate my ruler so I can use it to measure the other things. And I'll pull it down, and we'll start with this one. That looks like it's 2, and that one's going to be 2. And let's go right here, and that looks about to be 4. And then my last one I have is going to be this top part, which it's hovering right around 8. My ruler could be off a little bit, but I'm going to go with 8 on that one. So now I can find my perimeter by adding all of these up, and it's important to not leave any out. So I'm going to start with 8 and kind of work my way around. So I have 8 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2. 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3. And when I add that up, I know that 8 plus 3 is 11, 11 plus 2 is 13, 15, 19, 21, 23, 26. So I have 26 centimeters for my perimeter for that shape. Let's take a look at page 2. And here on page 2, I do have my ruler again to help out with some measurements. And it says, Melinda draws 2 trapezoids to create the hexagon shown below. Use a ruler to find the side lengths of Melinda's hexagon in centimeters, then find the perimeter. So I'm going to use my ruler for this. So here we go, and I'll pull my ruler up, and it looks like this side is going to be 3, this side's 3. I'll do one measurement along the diagonal here that I already have a feeling I know what the measure is. Yeah, and it's 3. So it looks like all sides are going to be 3 centimeters. And I should label all of them. And again, I don't have to measure that one right here going across the middle. I could, but it's not going to help me when I find the perimeter because perimeter is around the outside. So now I have to figure out how I'm going to solve this, and I know I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to add 3 6 times because it's the distance around the outside. And 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, or I could do 6 times 3, and I'm going to put my centimeters there. I should have put them up here in this, but I don't have enough room really for it, so I'm going to put my centimeters right there to help out. And I know that all those 3's added up is going to give me 18 centimeters. And I'm not done yet because I need to do my answer statement for it. And there it is right there. So the perimeter of Melinda's hexagon is 18 centimeters. Let's take a quick look down at the last question. Jamal uses his ruler and a right angle tool to draw the rectangle shown below. He says the perimeter of his rectangle is 32 centimeters. Do you agree with Jamal? Why or why not? So the first thing that I really have to do is I have to check Jamal's measurement, and I'm going to rotate my ruler so I can check some of these. And it looks like this is 8, this bottom, which means it's going to be 8 on the top, because with a rectangle, opposite sides are equal. And then I'm going to rotate, like how it does that. There we go. Good enough. And that looks like it's 4 and 4 there. Just double checking Jamal here to make sure he got his measurements right. So now I have to figure out, he said the perimeter is 32. Well, I'm going to figure out the perimeter myself. And I know it's 8 plus 4 plus 8 plus 4, or I can do 8 plus 8 plus 4 plus 4, because I just have to make sure I get all of these 4 measurements in. And again, those are in centimeters, and I should have put the centimeters in there, but I'll put it in my answer. And now I have to add. 8 plus 8 is 16. 4 plus 4 is 8. And 16 plus 8 is 24. So I got Jamal's to be 24. So when I go to write my do I agree, why or why not, I might say something like, no, I don't agree with Jamal because I measured sides to get 8, 8, 4, and 4, and added them up to get 24 centimeters, not 32. And there's my answer statement right there with what I just said. So I hope this helps. Thanks for watching, and good luck on the rest of your homework.